Nowadays, it feels like everyone and their mothers has a cookbook coming out. From celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Maddie Matheson to food tubers like Marion Gaspy and Maddie Matheson. But it's not just people who are getting their share of the cookbook pie. Intellectual properties like Sonic and Harry Potter, they're also desperately jotting down recipes for some easy cash flow. And as if Five Nights at Freddy's didn't make enough money this past year, they also decided to release a cookbook back in October. Now, obviously, as one of the foremost FNAF connoisseurs here on YouTube, I had to get my hands on it to dig for information that I could potentially use in a video. But boy, oh boy, what I found was worse than I could have ever imagined. They released an incomplete product. So today I've taken it upon myself to fix their book for them by creating 3 new recipes. But in the process, I'm also going to change the cookbook game forever by using the greatest ingredient that I have in my kitchen, lore. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that bites off exactly what it can chew. So in case you missed it, a day ago over on Game Theory, I made the big announcement that on March 9th, I'm gonna be uploading the final theory with me as host. I explain why I'm doing this, and I get all wet and sloppy about it over there, but the long and short of it is that I now get 10 final episodes of me hosting these channels before I eventually fade off into the sunset. And so what better way is there for me to kick off my final block of programming than by paying tribute to Freddy and the gang, cooking up some of their delicious recipes straight out of the recently released FNAF Cookbook. Except there's one problem. This thing, it is woefully inadequate. I mentioned it before, but while I combed through the pages of the book for things to talk about, I noticed that there were 3 characters notably absent from its pages. Honestly, how I was able to make it past the editors and publishers without any sort of second thought is beyond me. First, we have ourselves the elusive Golden Freddy. I mean, come on, this guy's been all the internet has talked about when it comes to the lore of this series for years. He is the iconic thumbnail guy. The fact that he is not here is a travesty. The second face on this proverbial milk carton is Purple Guy, William Afton himself. Apparently, he'll always come back unless it's doing recipes that are inspired by him. But there was one other character that was missing that shocked me to my core. A character so crucial to this franchise that it's a crime not to have included them. I looked at every recipe, and not one made mention of the most important animatronic in the FNAF universe, my boy.
Let's go! Music Man! No!
But who knows? Maybe the book was already packed with more important things. Let's just see what they chose to include instead, shall we? Mr. Hippo's crispy fish bites. Wow, one rambling monologue gets him in over the main antagonist of the franchise. What else? We got Bellora's salmon burger. That's more of a reach than most of my theories. I mean, don't get me wrong, the connections between Mr. Hippo and fish bites are tenuous at best. Sure, the character is a fan favorite, he says the word fish twice. Clearly there's enough here for a recipe, I suppose. But Bellora? Yeah, she has nothing to do with burgers or salmon. They didn't even try to make an excuse for it in the description of the recipe either. They didn't incorporate her colors at all. Instead, there's a mega mango salad because, you know, obviously Bellora, the character from Sister Location, is in the mega pizzaplex, not. She was in Circus Baby's Pizza World, not anything related to the word mega. Oh boy, I really have my work cut out for me on fixing this mess. So today, Santi and I put our minds to work on concocting 3 recipes that'll perfectly capture the essence of these 3 characters to make a new section for this cookbook. And we're not just gonna be making generic recipes and slapping the characters' names in the titles. Oh no, my friends, you know me. You know that I care more than that. Today, we are gonna be challenging the idea of IP cookbooks as a whole. Historically, these cookbooks based on popular games or movies, they generally go in one of 2 possible ways. One is they have a cute little hint as to the character, like Sonic having a chili dog. Haha, we all get the reference. But more often than not, they just go with option 2, choosing recipes that have absolutely nothing to do with the character, like the Pikachu lemon tarts. See, it's yellow. Yay! And of course, because these things are meant to be the most shameless of cash grabs, seldom, if ever, are they taking the character's ambitions, their likes, their dislikes, their lore into the essence of the recipe, into consideration of what makes them edible. And so that, my friends, that is our true goal of today. To not just make a dish for a character, but to truly turn a character into a dish. We're gonna elevate the cookbook game in a way that only Food Theory can. And if you click that subscribe button and make sure to share these recipes, this won't be the last time that we do it either. So without any further ado, Santi!
Hey, Matt, what's up?
Let's start with the recipe for Music Man. Show me what you got.
All right, challenge accepted. What can you tell me about it?
You don't know Music Man? Do you exist on these channels?
Of course I do. I just wanted to see what you know.
Well, even though he's a personal favorite character of mine, we don't really know all that much about him. We know that he's a DJ in Security Breach. We can even see him with his mixer in-game. In Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, we also find out that he hates loud noises. He's also got a bunch of fun colors worked into his design, like purple and pink and green, so maybe we could do some with that. That being said, I know what happened the last time you tried incorporating color colors into a dish, so no need to harp on that one if it's too difficult.
Too soon, still hurtful, gonna roll right past it, and okay, he's a DJ. So what if we incorporated a round record-like shape into the dish? Then we could do a weird mishmash of flavors like a DJ mixing music up. I'm thinking a taco.
Let's do a taco with a soft shell, because, you know, he doesn't like loud noises, so he wouldn't be a big fan of the crunch.
Right, and we'll do a non-traditional filling, like a sweet and sour chicken to remix a regular taco. Some cilantro and scallions as a garnish for those green hues. But here's the kicker. We're gonna make the tortillas pink with some dragon fruit. That'll tie this all together and really make it Music Man.
So with the rough idea in place, Santi and I are gonna both attempt these dishes, but from opposite ends of the country. Then we're gonna compare the results to see how close our dishes wound up. And immediately off the bat, we noticed how oddly colored our tortilla was turning out.
Basically, if you took a scab and crossed it with a food item,
I mean,
that's what we've
That is what we're looking at right now.
That's what we've created here today, ladies and gentlemen.
And manually pressing tortillas, it's no easy task, let me tell you.
All right, so we've got our spinning Music Man discs, purple colored in honor of him. That's complete with the dragon fruit. Let's add in some of our sweet and sour chicken there.
Pre-sauced, I'm just gonna cut them up. Easily biteable tacos going on here.
Because again, it's the Music Man. We've got ourselves a flavor remix. Sup, fellow kids. Let's have our soft shell tacos, shall we?
Okay.
We've got some dragon fruit.
Yeah, let's get that in there.
Which again-
that's gonna help. Choices are being made. Strong choices.
You got some green onion.
Oh yeah, I love some green onion.
In this franchise, that is a mix of green and purple, where green is sometimes the good characters and purple is very often the bad characters.
Oh.
Music Man is a true neutral, a merging of those 2 points. Green meets purple.
I like that. I think that's very symbolic. What was the dragon fruit? Cool tacos.
So, how'd it go for you? Oh my God, what happened?
What do you mean what happened? What did yours look like? Oh, wow. So it's not supposed to look like severed flesh.
No!
Maybe it tastes better than it looks?
What? That's great. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is great.
Yep. Only the best for Music Man. Only the best for my best boy. Music Man!
All right, so that one actually tasted pretty darn good despite it looking like a human scab. Now we just have to follow it up with Golden Freddy, which is no easy feat. Golden Freddy has been a mysterious character throughout the entirety of the franchise. At this point, we're pretty sure that the animatronic was possessed by 2 spirits, Cassidy, who was brutally murdered by Afton, and the Crying Child, who fell victim to the bite of 83. We believe that the Crying Child spirit was eventually put to rest during the Happiest Day minigame, but Cassidy, the vengeful spirit, remains, hell-bent on revenge for what William Afton did to them, as well as all the other murdered children.
Yikes. Okay, Golden Freddy is sort of a twist on the original Freddy. So we're gonna take the pizza from the pizzeria and flip it on its head. Or, more accurately, fold it in half. I think a calzone's the only way to go. Some good cheese and sauce, much to Stephanie's chagrin.
That's not a calzone. You've immediately made this a stromboli.
Except it's not, because strombolis are rolled. And sure, traditionally calzones don't have sauce, but that's in the past. Calzones nowadays can absolutely have sauce. Gosh, Stephanie, first the paprika, now this.
I mean, you're still missing the ricotta cheese. Trust me, Steph's family is very Italian. I don't really care. A folded or rolled pizza is delicious no matter what. I'm just saying that if I don't remind you that calzones have ricotta cheese, I'm gonna be disowned from that entire side of my family. Anyway, regardless of what you call it, this folded over pizza will give the Golden Freddy dish a beautiful golden crust. It's on theme. And for the vengeful spirit, let's give it a nice little spicy kick. Some spicy pepperoni and extra herbs in the sauce. But we also have to balance it out with the good spirit inside there, the Crying Child spirit. Probably something sweet.
Oh, please don't say it.
Maybe some
Please, no.
pineapple?
I'm fine, it's fine. Let's do it. A sweet and spicy Golden Freddy Diavola calzone.
Okay, this is a lot of dough. This is
that.
gonna be a thick boy.
The thickest. That's also part of the lore of Golden Freddy, obviously.
He's a thick boy?
He's a thick boy.
Wait, there's no ricotta.
There's no
Where's
ricotta.
the ricotta?
There's no ricotta.
Where? This is feta! This is feta!
I know you're gonna love this next part, which is where we add in some oil,
Yeah, that's fair.
some garlic,
Uh-huh, yeah, I'm
and then
with you.
some sauce.
This sauce is sus.
So what we have here is the Golden Freddy sauce that is included as part of the Freddy Fazbear official cookbook. But what we've done is we've spiced it up a little bit. We've added in a little bit more here to make it a bit spicier. Because at the end of the day, remember, Golden Freddy is stuffed, presumably, with the spirits of 2 kids. The silver lining is that at the end of the day, you're gonna bite into this and it's gonna be a delicious big old bite of 83.
Can't this be one of the other ones that we just feed to our team?
Once again, it would seem that our differences in culinary skill are showing because Santi's looks ooey, gooey, and delicious. Mine and Steph's though.
Golden Freddy's a loaf.
Golden Freddy. More like golden bready. Bunnies look more accurate.
Okay, let's try this one. I want to see if this one looks any better. Oh, mine's a little better.
Hey!
Hey! I think both of them honestly look very nice. Just like Golden Freddy looks nice on the outside. He's pretty unpredictable once you get on the inside though.
It's a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. 2 souls in 1. Let's bite.
I have no idea what I'm eating, but it doesn't necessarily taste bad.
There's a lot going on in there. Just like when you have 2 spirits merged into one body, having to figure out how they work together. Boom, done, nailed it. Lore accurate.
So with that being said, it's time to move on to the grand finale, the purple guy. And for this one, we've got to go big or go home. I mean, this is the main antagonist of the franchise. He always comes back, and we want people to always come back for bites. This is the recipe that can change how people approach IP cookbooks forever. So we've got to make this one right.
I got you. Plus, I had Tom give me the lowdown while you were cooking, so I'm all caught up. Since this guy is also purple.
He's not purple.
He's not? Dang it, Tom. I'm definitely gonna get him back for that. Fine. What do we got then?
Well, obviously, William Afton's the big bad of the franchise. He's called Purple Guy because he appears purple while hiding in the shadows. But William is also more than just a purple guy. He's intelligent. He's a brilliant roboticist. He's cunning. He's pretty much the entire reason that this franchise exists. He also dies a couple times throughout the series. Once by getting spring-locked in his own animatronic suit, and then after he survives that one, he gets burned down multiple times, at least twice. Nowadays, he's presumed dead, with his consciousness just living on as part of an AI learning program. Not sure what we could do with all that when it comes to making food.
Matt, I got this. First, we're gonna go with a double fried steak sandwich. Just like Afton, frying the steak once isn't gonna be enough. We want it nice and crispy. But I love his first death. Getting spring locked with your blood spilling out of your own suit? Hardcore! So as our homage to that, we're gonna place a fried egg in this sandwich that will burst and ooze out as soon as we spring lock it between 2 deliciously toasted sourdough slices. And for the purple, let's make a sweet and spicy blackberry habanero sauce to take this dish to the next level as a perfect tribute.
We've also got some purple onion that we're just gonna sprinkle on to, again, provide a little bit of the purple color, but also just a little extra flavor on there. You know, you're looking confused, Stephanie.
Just like the FNAF lore confuses me. It's so perfect. Egg 1 is going in for the drop. Egg 2 is going in.
Nice.
Oh,
2 eggs, they look legitimate.
Gotta admit, the spring lock, it worked perfectly.
Spring lock that serial killer.
Oh, good squish.
The sandwich itself took us a minute to wrap our heads around,
Hold up. Need another bite.
but once we did, we were fans.
Second bite's better. The sauce is actually what helps pull things together.
It is. The crispy outer coating is great. The sauce is great. The egg adds just a slight bit of creaminess, and the onion adds the right crunch. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of think this is a really good sandwich.
Oh, but let me tell you, this bad boy was crunchy. I think we can all agree that a softer bread might have been easier to bite through and could help absorb that yolk a bit more, but overall, this recipe came together just really well. Even the sauce, which I was doubtful of at first, it did wonders for the assembly of the dish.
That is a strange mouthful.
It really just goes to show you that a dish is greater than the sum of its parts, because once we took a bite out of the whole thing, it came together well, red onions included. So there you have it, friendos, 3 delicious recipes that do our 3 underrepresented icons of the franchise justice. Also, I just want to call it out there, way more delicious than anything else in this cookbook, even if the tacos did look a bit off-putting. Not only have we fixed and completed their book for them, but we've crafted each recipe as an homage and embodiment of the character that they're based off of. No slapdash recipes that have nothing to do with the characters, no vague nods that clearly show that you tried ham-fisting the characters into a pre-made recipe. Instead, we carefully considered every possible aspect of the character and translated that into edible form. And not only that, but a delicious edible form. And you see, that's the best thing about what we've done here today. By using the lore inherent to these characters, by using the rich detail of them in the source material, we've brought together unique recipes that go way past your traditional burger or pizza recipe, which is honestly what all of these cookbooks should be striving to do. You have all these amazing characters and world details, but you're wasting the potential by slapping the names on generic sandwiches. I know I've dunked on her quite a bit in this episode, but if we were to truly take a look at Ballora, for instance, we'd see that she's a ballerina. Ballet was formalized as a dance form in France. Ballet is delicate, it's classy, it's soft and light, it screams for something like a Madeleine. But you can't just forget her rosy cheeks and iconic pearls either. Those are important parts of her design. So we'd want to make these Madeleines complete with rose water incorporated for a unique flavor, as well as sprinkling on some edible pearls for a crunch that balances out the airy Madeleine with a bite that shows her true nature. Maybe we save that for the next time we do an episode like this. Anyway, the point is that these worlds and characters that we love open up so many opportunities for creative mixes of flavors and styles. Mixes that normally wouldn't fit into the pages of just an average cookbook. That way you're immersed even deeper into the world, and finally you can be the one to take a bite out of Freddy. If you want to see us tackle some more characters from FNAF, or honestly some other IP, let us know which ones you'd like to see down in the comments below. And as always, my friends, remember, it's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit.